On this channel, we've discussed a few ways on how to contact spirits, primarily through the use of the Ouija board. Speaking of which, the Ouija board is quite the dangerous game. At least that's what many seem to believe. You have the potential to call upon a good spirit, but you also open yourself up to the potential of summoning a demon. Moreover, you also make yourself vulnerable to possession. Sounds dangerous enough. But what if I told you there is actually another game that allows you to contact the dead and was actually a lot more dangerous? However, unlike the Ouija board, you will always summon a wandering spirit, one that will do anything in their power to try and possess you. The game I am referring to is one man hide and seek. The point of this game, to put it frankly, is trivial at best. You don't inherently get anything by completing the challenge, other than some bragging rights. Although, as you may soon find out, it may not be worth risking your life for some simple bragging rights. The objective of the game is simple: contact a spirit and play hide and seek with it. However, before you begin, there is much needed preparation. Firstly, let's go over what you will need for the ritual. You will need one stuffed doll with limbs. This can be any kind of doll, or a plush animal. So long as it has limbs, then you are fine. Secondly, you will need rice, and a good amount, enough to fill up the doll with. Next, you will need one sewing needle with some red/crimson thread to accompany it. The fourth item on your list is one pair of nail clippers. You will also need a sharp or serrated edge tool. A pair of scissors, a knife, or a shard of glass should suffice. A cup of salt water will also be needed for the ritual, so make sure you run to the store or have some laying around, or you cannot begin the ritual. Lastly, you will need a bathroom with a working bathtub and a hiding place, preferably in a room with lots of religious artifacts or purified by incense, and there must be a working TV in that room. Now that you have everything, it is time to set up the ritual. The first step being to remove all the stuffing from the doll you will be using. Once all the stuffing is removed, restuff it with rice. Make sure it is fully stuffed or the ritual will not work. The rice is representative of one's innards and will act as a beacon to attract spirits. Next, clip off some of your nails and place them inside the doll. When you are done, sew up the opening that is left behind with a crimson thread. This crimson thread represents the blood vessels in the body. When you are done sewing up the doll, use what is left of the thread and tie up the doll. Leave your doll sitting upright and go to your bathroom to fill up the tub with water. As a side note, if you return to the doll on its side, abort the ritual, as this is a sign that a malevolent spirit is near. After the tub is filled, and you are sure the doll is still sitting upright, go back to your hiding place and put the cup of salt water on the ground. Finally, it is time to begin. To truly begin the ritual, start by giving your doll a name. Any name will work, so long as it is not your own. When the clock hits 3 a.m., say, "Your name is the first it," 3 times to the doll. For example, if my name were Mike, I would say, "Mike is the first it," 3 times to the doll. When that's done, go to the bathroom and put your doll into the filled tub. After the doll has been submerged, turn off all the lights, then head to your hiding place and turn on the TV. Face the TV, and with your eyes closed, count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. When you are done, take your sharp tool with you. To the bathroom. Take the doll out of the tub and say, "I have found you," the doll's name, and proceed to stab it 3 times. For instance, say I named the doll Kevin. I would say, "I found you, Kevin," and then stab it 3 times. Once you are done stabbing the doll, follow it by saying, "You are the next it," with the doll's name. Again, for me that would be, "You are the next it, Kevin." Leave the doll on the counter in your bathroom, and as soon as you place it down, run to your hiding place and hide. The game has begun. From here forward, it is a matter of hide and seek, in your most average sense. but with a twist. Should the doll find you, it will proceed to stab you 3 times, just as you did it. Only, you don't really have a chance of surviving, now do you? To make matters worse, you have to avoid the doll for about an hour, until you may truly end the ritual. So on that note, I suppose I should warn you not to end the ritual prematurely. If you stop the ritual halfway, then you risk being possessed or getting killed. To actually finish the ritual, you must do the following. 1. Pour half the cup of salt water into your mouth, but don't drink it. You must keep it in your mouth. 2. Get out of your hiding spot and start looking for the doll. I regret to tell you that the doll may not be where you last left it. You see, the spirit can sense if you are trying to end the game, so it will proceed to hide or avoid you until it manages to get you by surprise, where it will end your life if it gets the chance. So whatever happens, I'd advise against spitting out the salt water, as it may be your only lifeline. 3. When you find the doll, pour out the rest of the salt water in the cup over it, then follow by spitting the salt water in your mouth onto it as well. 4. The last step to closing out the ritual. Say, I win 3 times, and that should be the end of the ritual. Although at this point it is highly recommended you dispose of the doll you used for the ritual, as it still may have a lingering spirit attached to it, even after the game has ended. Just to close things off, there are a few things you should keep in mind. Do not leave your house if the ritual has not been completed. You risk the doll escaping and potentially harming others. In most cases, it may just wait until your return, and end your life given the opportunity. When hiding, make sure you remain quiet. This is for your own safety, so you don't give away your position. If you are living with someone, you are also putting them in danger, so either they leave or join you in the ritual. It is also recommended you keep the ritual under 2 hours. Any longer and you risk the spirit staying trapped in the doll forever, with no foreseeable way to get rid of it. And lastly, for safety reasons, keep all the doors in the house unlocked, including your front door. You may have to run if something goes awry. And that should be the end of it. Oh wait, there is one more thing. Good luck, and have fun. Well, with that out of the way, let me leave you with this little factoid. Did you know, there are allegedly 10 haunted dolls you should never play with or joke about. These supposedly haunted dolls are the following: Patty Reed's doll, Joylette the porcelain doll, the Devil Baby doll, the Pulu Urban Barbie, the supposed haunted Elmo doll, Mandy the porcelain baby doll, Pupa the American Girl doll, Letta the gypsy doll, Robert the doll, and Annabelle.